Morning all and welcome to another episode of A Sculpted Journey of Ireland. It's been a while since I did one of these, but trust me, this one's definitely worth waiting for. Means quite a bit, this one, to me. Tune in after the sting and find out why. As a motorcycle enthusiast and a cameraman, I spend a lot of time on the road. I've always been intrigued by these roadside sculptures we have here in Ireland, and I'd regularly stop to capture them with whatever camera I have with me. But it was never going to be long before they started capturing me with their own hidden stories. Well, welcome on board to a fairly overcast morning here in Ireland, but hey ho, it doesn't matter. What we are going to see is a fabulous thing. To me, it's always been known as the Longford Violin. Now, you know, I don't know if you've seen the series I've done over the last year and a half, 2 years, about A Sculpted Journey of Ireland, where I do feature our motorway sculptures over here. Each one has a story behind them, and when I unearthed the first story, I was then intrigued to find out what the rest of them stood for. So I'm slowly making my way through the sculptures of Ireland. I don't know how many I've done to date, but go and check the series. The special thing about today is that this is where it all started for me. When I saw this sculpture, which you'll see very soon, by the way, literally sticking out of the landscape on my way over to Westport one time from where I live in County Cavan. It literally stopped me in my tracks, and I just couldn't believe how beautiful this thing was, how majestic it was, how dominant it was of the landscape, and it was so real to me, I could almost hear it playing a song. So that's where I'm headed today. It's about time, really, I retraced and uncovered my story with the sculptures, and like I say, this is where it all started for me. So buckle up, we should be there soon. In the meantime, just enjoy a bit of the landscape. Beautiful around here, and some fabulous houses just dotted around the countryside in the middle of nowhere. And this is what's known as Irish Lakeland as well. Lakes everywhere here. A lovely old Porsche 944 there just past me. Don't know if you saw that. Classic cars. Look at this place. Imagine what a few quid could do on that. Wow. Reminds me of Father Ted's house on Craggy Island. I've never been there. There's an idea. I must go there this year on a motorbike. I think thousands have done it, but why not? Join the masses. Hey, see what I did there? Masses. Sorry, bad joke of the day. Not even a dad joke, just a bad joke. And here we are, just on the outside of Longford town. So any minute now, I'm travelling the same way as what I was when I first saw it, and I'm just wondering if it'll have the same impact on camera as it does to the naked eye, so to speak. I'm going to let you decide, folks. Okay? So, from what I remember, it's just down this road. Very windy now. Just put the visor down in the hope that you will be able to hear me. Now I can see it in the distance, and I remember the curiosity at about this stage when I first saw it, thinking, what on earth is that? So I'm just going to stay silent and see if you feel the same impact. It's done it again. It's taken my breath away. I'm going to go around the roundabout here and go back up to it where I'll stop and tell you a little bit more about it. I'll just put the hazards on. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know about the violin itself, but it plays every note within me. It's just magnificent, I think. Okay, let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Its official name is Hidden Landscape, although known countrywide as the Longford Violin. It's just over 11 metres in height and made from 1/4-inch steel, and this site on the outskirts of Longford is part of the cultural heritage of the town. It represents musical get-togethers in days gone by and impromptu ceilidhs, and it's not just embedded in the embankment but also deeply within the history of the town. I spoke to an old Irish friend recently who told me, when we had nothing, music gave us everything. And as a musician myself, I was reared within a musical family, and my father preached, if you can play music, you'll never starve. I also think that's a big reason this sculpture resonates with me so much. In fairness, the local council could tidy up the bank a little, and the strings could definitely do with a retighten, but nevertheless, I think this sculpture is a thing of beauty, and every time I pass it, I wonder what song is it playing. Well, it's time to hit the road home, safe in the knowledge that this piece, which is where my fascination of Ireland's motorway sculptures all began, still plucks my heartstrings every time I visit. Folks, once again, thanks a million for tuning in to a sculpted journey of Ireland. I'll just have to interpret what song that violin is playing. And to be honest, depending on what mood I'm in, every time I pass it, it seems to be playing a different song. Anyway, really appreciate it once again, folks. I'm Dave Perry, Willie Good TV. Over and out.